The moment you tell someone your goal, your brain quietly rewards you as if you've already achieved it. That tiny hit of dopamine, that feeling of pride before you've done anything, is the exact reason you'll probably quit. And the worst part, you won't even realize it's happening. In 2015, a psychology professor at NYU named Gabriele Oettingen published research that shattered one of the most popular ideas in self-help. She found that people who visualize their goals in vivid, positive detail actually perform worse than people who don't visualize at all. Read that again. The thing every motivational speaker tells you to do, see it, believe it, manifest it, is making you less likely to succeed. Why? Because your brain can't tell the difference between imagining success and experiencing it. When you picture yourself crossing the finish line, your nervous system relaxes, your blood pressure drops, your motivation evaporates, your brain thinks the work is already done. This is called mental attainment, and it's the first trap. But here's where it gets deeper. Most people set goals using what psychologists call outcome framing. I want to lose 30 pounds. I want to make 6 figures. I want to write a book. These sound specific, but they're actually dangerously vague. They tell your brain what the destination looks like, but give it zero information about the route. And your brain hates uncertainty more than it hates failure. When there's no clear next step, your prefrontal cortex flags the goal as a threat. It triggers the same avoidance response you feel when you look at a messy room and just close the door. This is why people buy gym memberships in January and stop going by February. The goal felt real when they signed up. But every morning after that, the gap between where they are and where they want to be creates cognitive dissonance, a painful mental tension. And the easiest way to resolve that tension is to quit and forget you ever tried. So what actually works? The research points to something counterintuitive. Instead of focusing on the outcome, effective goal achievers use a technique called implementation intentions. Developed by psychologist Peter Gallwitzer, this method replaces the vague commitment with a precise if-then plan. Not "I'll exercise more, but when my alarm goes off at 6 a.m., I will put on my running shoes and walk out the front door." Studies show this single reframe doubles your success rate. But that's only the second layer. The third, and this is the one nobody talks about, is identity attachment. Most people treat goals as things they want to have: a fit body, a promotion, a published novel. But research from the European Journal of Social Psychology shows that sustainable behavior change only happens when the goal shifts from something you want to something you are. There's a massive psychological difference between "I'm trying to quit smoking" and "I'm not a smoker." The first is a battle. The second is a fact. James Clear calls this identity-based habits, and the neuroscience backs it up. When a behavior becomes part of your self-concept, your brain stops treating it as effortful. It becomes automatic, like brushing your teeth. So the real reason 92% of people fail isn't discipline. It isn't desire, it's architecture. They visualize without planning, they plan without specificity, and they pursue goals that live outside their identity instead of building one where the goal is already who they are. If this reframed the way you think about goals, the next video breaks down the exact neurological loop that makes bad habits feel impossible to break, and how to rewire it. You'll want to see that one next.